What's up, everybody? How are you doing? Another week is here. Dobie, what are we talking about on the podcast today?
Oh my gosh. There is so much to talk about. There is Twitter drama. There is brand new music.
Brand new.
There are artists shocking us.
Shock.
And we talk about an era in hip-hop that I think you will be shocked to find out is maybe one of the greatest of all time.
Go. Is that?
You wouldn't think it, but ladies and gentlemen, we break down 2009 for you. We talk about the best albums and we talk about the best songs because Malcolm needed to bring up a little album. What is that album? We'll find out.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoy. This is episode 2A, season 2. Hit us up, Daps_pounds. Enjoy. Woo.
Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, yeah. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Two mics, two friends, one show, let's go. The Daps and Pounds show. This is the Daps and Pounds show. Yeah, you know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? We are here. We have done it. It's a brand new week. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
we represent two mics
Two friends.
and one show.
The Daps and Pounds show.
We are here. We have done it.
Yeah.
What episode is this, Dobie? I forget. This is episode 28, 29?
Yeah, 29.
29. 29 of season 2. We are so happy that you guys take the time out to join us, guys. It has been a long week, I feel like, since the last time we've talked to you. A lot has gone on.
A lot
has happened on Twitter. We're going to get into all of it very, very soon. But first, Dobie, tell us where the fans, the Dappies as we call them, can reach out to us.
And I want you to go to Daps_pounds. You weren't ready for that, were you?
No, they weren't either. They're going to crash.
No one's ready for that.
They're going to crash.
That's what you get. I'm so sporadic right now.
I could tell.
I'm cheese on toast. You weren't ready for that. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Daps_pounds, Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up. You can also visit our website, www.dapsandpoundsent.com, where we also post our podcasts and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, that's where you can find us. Hit us up. Let us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what music you want us to review. Let us know if there's anything going on in the culture, any movies. I mean, just hit us up. I mean, we're always down to answer questions and talk about topics you guys want us to talk about. So Dappies, let us know.
Let us know, like Dobie just said. Guys, we have a bunch to get into, right? So we're going to dive
I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
You will never be ready for this jelly.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. This podcast is too musiclicious. Yeah, musiclicious.
I like being bootylicious.
I like bubblicious.
Not a fan. It's too sugary.
Yep, I'm okay with that.
It's literally way too sugary. It like coats your teeth with sugar. That's the worst feeling ever. Guys, we're going to get into our good, bad, bad. For those who have never listened to this before, if it's your first time, good, bad, bad is a way that you get in contact and get familiar with your co-host. So good, bad, bad. Dobie, how was your week?
So I think we need to come up with a slogan for good, bad, bad. And I'm wondering if it's should be kind of like I don't know where this melody comes from. Okay? But it's like dun 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 dun. What is that from?
Dun 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 dun.
That's an old melody from something.
Commercial?
Could be. Good, bad, bad, bad. Bad boy. All right, bad boys for life. Coke boys, baby.
Coke boys, baby.
All right, this is, like I said, I'm going to be as random as I possibly can. I did it. One Piece. 850 episodes. Read the manga. I'm nerding out over here. I did it 2 years later. 2 years. Y'all don't understand how long I've been committed to catching up on this cartoon anime show. I'm saying cartoon because some of those people don't know what's up. Guess what I moved on to now, though?
What?
It's an anime about volleyball. It's been pretty awesome. I wouldn't expect it to be awesome, but anime can make any event cool. I'm telling you, there would be a garbage man, and it would be the craziest garbage man story ever told. And it would, like, break down the speed of the garbage truck to the trash can, and he'd be like, because they do all these, like, slow motion thought process things, like, oh, I wonder if the trajectory of our vehicle is going too fast for the trash can.
Anime slow-mo.
Oh my gosh, it's great. Can't wait. I love it. Been playing a new video game, Death's Gambit, 2D Castlevania, Dark Souls kind of vibey thing. So that's been good. I mean, you know, you know.
So those are our good goods.
Yeah. Bad. Yo, let me think. I don't know. I can't really think of a bad.
That's not a bad thing, though.
No, I can't really think of a bad. Yeah, I'm good. I'm straight. God bless.
It's good.
End the podcast.
Good, bad, good. I would say.
See, you don't know either.
I'll say a good. Only a month. Like August 20th is awesome. I like August 20th because it makes me know that I am a month away from my birthday. And it is my sister Bree's birthday. So shout out to her. So for some reason, August 20th is like tons of birthdays. Pat Murphy's birthday, a bunch of friends of ours' birthdays. So shout out to all the birthdays out there. So that's a good. I'll say that's a good.
Yeah.
And my birthday coming up. I'm getting old.
Yeah, well,
really old.
Let's call Bree. Let's wish her a happy birthday.
Bree?
Yeah, let's do that.
We can call Bree.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Or do you think she'd find it random? All right, yeah. Let's see how this sounds.
Random.
Yeah, let's see how
what it is.
Rando. Shit. CS Joe Budden, we're calling friends. What are you doing? Petty Wop. She's probably feeding with her breastises.
She has a child, ladies and gentlemen. That's why. That's why I said that.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated messaging system. 918
You probably should.
No, I want them to have the number.
3.
She didn't answer. I want them to have the number.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up
Or press 1 for more options.
Wow, Bree, you didn't pick up for us. This is the Daps and Pound show. Dobie and I are here on the podcast. You're live on the podcast right now, and since you didn't answer, your phone number was just read aloud to our 3 million subscribers. Thanks a lot for not picking up. You've ruined the segment.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy birthday. Love you. Bye. TTYL.
She's pissed.
Should be all right.
Is she coming this weekend?
Yeah.
The weekend I'm gone, of course.
Where are you guys going?
Oh, yeah. All right. So, we linking up with Jeff Boyd.
Okay.
All right.
Are you going to Kentucky?
No. We're meeting at my parents' house in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
I'm on another level, guys. I'm just letting you know right now. We meeting in Mount Vernon. And then we are going down to Golden, Missouri, where the Kids Across America camp is. And that's where me and Jeff Boyd met each other, or Jeff Boyd and I should say. That's when we met each other. And there is a adult refresh weekend there. And it was only, get this, $50 a person, and you can have free stay. They feed you while you're there. And there's going to be lots of fun outdoor activities. And I just said to my wife, hey, how does that sound? That'd be kind of fun, right? For $50, you can't beat that. You can play volleyball. You can play
So it's adult only, or will there be kids across America there?
No, that's what the regular camp is there for. This is the first time they're doing something like this Daps, my man. So it's very interesting. I'm excited to see how it goes. But we can canoe. You can go skate shooting, shoot and skeet. And then we could do lots of different things. But we're meeting with Jeff and Lindsay. So we're doing, the married couple thing. But at the same time, we're going down to a place that's got lots of memories for us. We probably just lost like 8 subscribers. It's all good though. So that's what we're doing though, and so we're leaving Thursday, and then we'll be back Monday.
Very cool.
Monday.
Very cool.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing.
Shout out to we saw Haley. HaleyTharp.com is the blog that just ran an interview on us. We saw her. Dobie had met her for the first time. I hadn't seen her in a while. Shout out to her again for writing such a
I felt
good
weird
piece
because
on
it was
us.
like it was the first time where it was like
Media?
somebody. No, well, the first, and I don't know if you've had this yet, but the first time because of our podcast, it was like she knew me. But
I've had
never.
that. I had that at the mall one time with this friend that was of Allison. She was like, "Hey, I've seen your face." I was like, "This is weird."
It was just an
weird.
interesting experience. It was like she's known me only because of this podcast, which is awesome. And I hope down the future we meet many more people like that. So, yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, shout out to Haley. Once again, the piece was great. Got great feedback that the piece itself is good. So shout out to her. It was awesome seeing her in person. We hope to collaborate in the future on all things blogs. And she's somebody that I think in the future we can call to get feedback on like some of the female albums and stuff like that. See what she reacts to it. That night she did tell me that she wanted more from Nicki Minaj. And she's a huge Nicki Minaj fan, by the way. So that's why she said that.
She ain't a Barbie.
Huge Nicki Minaj fan, wanted more from Nicki Minaj.
Let's get into it.
So we're going to get right into it. Nicki Minaj, she dropped Queen last week. We gave a full review of Queen. But there have been a lot of issues, right? So there was a lot that goes on with Safari and his hairline, and Tyga got into it. Poor guy caught a slug. I don't like Tyga.
Well,
he handled it great. That's the best way. Safari did too as well. Like that's the best way that you can handle something like that is to be like kind of the so what thing, and then make money off of it.
And then you know what? No one said anything.
Nope.
Because he owned
it was
up.
Great.
He was like, "Yeah, what?"
It was great. That's what you're supposed to do.
He's like, "I finally got a hit record. Like y'all can see me."
So Nicki put out the album. Numbers have come back. And in his second week, Travis Scott has outsold her first week. She sold just under 200,000. He sold like 205, right? Now, if you actually do the math, the second week drop off makes sense for him because he sold like 500, 550 the first week, which is really good. 200. If you look at the deficit that usually comes their second week, that's normal, right?
Right.
Nicki is blaming it on all sorts of things. We go now to our Twitter desk for Twitter news.
Twitter desk.
This is what Nicki says.
I gotta come up with. Dun, 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 dun.
That's the Twitter desk.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. Travis sold.
One day we'll actually have a professional podcast.
We'll have a soundboard soon.
One day we'll have a professional podcast.
This is what Nicki says.
What's his name, by the way?
Travis Scott.
No, this guy. What's this guy's name? I'm just curious, you know?
Oh, like the character you're playing?
This character's name, yeah. What's his name?
No one can name your character but you.
Why?
Because I would name all my characters if I were the type of person to make characters.
Yeah, I know, but I just need a little help.
More of a Simon.
A Simon?
Yeah, that's definitely a Simon.
Simon? Oh, man, that's crazy. Simon Campbell. My name is Simon Campbell. That look. Anyways, everybody's like, yo, man, you are just getting to the good stuff, and Zach is ruining it. Get out of here, Dobie. No one likes Simon Campbell.
I love how our fans talk like that. That's like the voice of our fans. All of our voices sound like gamers, 60-year-old Xbox 360 gamers.
It was just how should I? Man, I'm very frustrated that this Zach Dobler is.
I don't know. I just don't know that that's how our fans sound as a unit.
Well, it's just like anything. When you mock something, that's not really how they sound.
I wish we could hear how all of our fans sound.
Yeah, that'd be great. A meet and greet where we would have 8 million people.
9 million.
Wow.
That's how many it would be. Speaking of millions, though. So, Nicki Minaj on Twitter, she says, Travis sold over 50K of these with no requirement of redeeming the album, with no dates for a tour, etc. I spoke to him. He knows he doesn't have the #1 album this week. I love my fans for the #1 album in America. I'll explain on Queen Radio, 4 albums in, #1 in 86 countries. So what she was referring to is Kylie Jenner. Kylie Jenner, she posted on Instagram a picture of Travis Scott's upcoming tour promotion. And she said, me and Storm, their daughter together, are ready for tour. Shop.TravisScott.com. So she posted this like 2 days ago. She posted on Friday, I believe, Friday night or something like that. Nicki Minaj is pretty much insinuating that all of this big push for Travis having the #1 album again for the second week in a row and giving her this L is because of the Kardashian Jenner name. And he's affiliated with that now that he has a child with a Kardashian Jenner. And so all of this is some big conspiracy to keep
She blamed it on a child.
Down. She goes on. My first album sold 400K. No one is doing that with debut albums now, so I'm so grateful. I lost out on 12 hours of sales and did 200K in 1 week. It's actually under that. After I was supposedly canceled. I bit my tongue last Queen Radio, but I won't on Tuesday. I love you guys so much. I looked at the numbers of the Carters, Kanye, Nas, etc. Recently, Travis sold 200K in his first week of clothes alone. I spoke to him last week, and he said he's been selling clothes before the music. She's just talking about album merch that said Cactus Jack on it and said Astro World on it. So it should be changed now. Billboard should be doing a correction. I put my blood, sweat, and tears in writing a dope album only for Travis Scott to have Kylie Jenner post a tour pass telling people to come see her and Stormy. LOL, I'm actually laughing. Queen broke the record of being #1 in 86 countries. Thank Jesus and thank you to my fans. Once again, Queen Radio on Tuesday. So here's what I have to say, Nick. Hold on, though. She actually goes on. Spotify put Drake's face on every playlist, which I don't know if she realizes, but that's something that Spotify does. Like, there was a really short day where Andy Minio's face was on every playlist. They do that quite a lot. So she says Spotify put Drake's face on every playlist, but told me they'd have to teach me a lesson for playing my music 10 minutes early on Queen Radio, even though they've been giving away my music for free for years. And I am one of the top Spotify artists of all time. So she's mad at Spotify as well as an infant, as well as Kylie, as well as Travis, and the entire world.
By the way, real quick, and then I had 2 tweets. Spotify rep responded to the Nicki Minaj tweet, and it said Spotify supported Nicki Minaj with a Times Square billboard, a host of the large playlist, New Music Friday, and the new music release shelf. Her song Bed actually saw an increase based on the promotions put behind the campaign. The company continues to be big fans of Nicki. So, straightforward, to the point, not trying to start beef, but at the same time, they're like, you can calm down, because don't try to put the blame on us. And then another tweet that I saw that actually killed me was the apparent reasons Nicki is a #1. Cardi B, Payola, Atlantic Records, Safari, DJ Self, Lady Gaga and R. Kelly, Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, Stormy, Billboard, Drake, Spotify, Haters, Mercury haven't been in retrograde, the weather outside, Rumpelstiltskin. It's just like
everyone.
The joke is like the list goes on and on. Everybody but her. And the fact too, you were gonna say before you were gonna say something, so I'm gonna let you say something, and then I'll.
No, I was just gonna say that like I can't remember the last time a true legend has acted this way. Like, it's weird.
In a bratty way.
Like, Michael Jackson didn't do this. Him and Prince had their issues behind the scenes. And Prince was diva-ish, but he didn't do this. Like, he didn't go talk about his accolades like this. And he could have. Michael Jackson could have. They had the accolades. Elton John, like, to me, she's the best female rapper of all time, in my opinion. I think if Lauren would have continued to make music and she would have stuck to just rap and like really gone at it for album after album, she could be up there. There's female rappers that are really good. Lil' Kim was really good, but Nicki, in my opinion, is the best female rapper of all time. But she's not acting like it. She's acting like this hungry artist that's like dissing people.
Not even a hungry artist.
Like
it's not a hungry artist. The music speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Everybody's not rocking with it.
Well, and honestly, you have Spotify doing the Billboard that Dopey spoke about. You have Apple giving you a radio show. A radio show. Letting you debut it early. Okay? You've moved your album date how many times in the last year? About 3.
And it's been 4 years since you released it.
4 years since your last one, right? You have a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine that you just added to the album.
Yeah.
It was not on the original.
And let's not, so the fact, that's so hypocritical to me.
Crazy.
You're calling out Travis Scott for doing all of these things, playing the game. Everybody's playing the game.
Everybody.
And then you're doing the exact same thing. You're bundling your tickets, your tour merch and stuff like that with the album. Pretty much doing the exact same things to hype up this album. It did good numbers.
Right after she had this breakdown on Twitter, Joe Budden said it best on Twitter. He said, the funny thing is, her album numbers were good.
Right. She did well.
Nobody is selling 200,000 their first week right now.
No.
Does that mean you have to tell us about it? Like, I don't understand. I think she's very insecure. What they've been alluding to for a while now on the Joe Budden podcast is that she's probably on pills.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either at this point. She's acting very erratic. This is not becoming of a legend. And I think she's a legend. I think years from now we're going to be talking about Nicki Minaj. I think that she is the best female rapper of all time, and this is not how they act. This is not how the GOATs act. Jay-Z would never. Like Jay-Z doesn't carry himself this way. The greats don't have to. You have to start carrying yourself like a great, because Cardi is having a great time.
And speaking of Cardi in her first week earned 255,000 album equivalent units in its first week, with 103 coming as pure album sales.
Yeah.
So, however, let's also talk about rollout.
Yeah.
Cardi B's rollout was great. Bodak Yellow came out with a hit single.
Yep.
And then they kind of let it sit for a little bit. It stewed.
That was even scary, by the way,
Yeah.
for how long they didn't come after Bodak.
And then I think the album was a little bit rushed just due to her baby.
Yeah.
But the streets love Cardi, and the streets don't like Nicki right now.
No, she's just reacting childishly. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I do agree that there's a lot of misogyny in hip hop when it comes to female rappers. I think it is natural for people to put two female rappers against each other because there's so little of them that people easily compare them. So she's not wrong in her complaints with that. But at the same time, if she put out this album and just said, thank you, I'm so grateful to my fans for making this album a success. Mm-hmm. We made it to number 2. Let's get it to number 1, guys. The Barbs would go crazy, and the Barbs would probably get it to number 1 at some point on one of the charts. She could at least DJ Khaled it, where DJ Khaled says, yeah, we're number 1, but it's like number 1 on like rhythmic radio. Like, he always does these funny stats where he just makes stuff up.
Right.
She could at least do that, where I'm number 1 female rapper album this week. She didn't even do that. Instead, she's just claiming to be number 1 out of nowhere from these made up stats that she has.
Here's the thing. Push the album, do whatever you can, and start working on your next album.
Easy.
I mean, that's So she's got to come out with 2 albums this year, in my opinion. An EP, 6-song EP. I don't care who you are. If you are that big of an artist, you can come out with a good 6-song EP if you have that kind of backing and you can have that many connections.
Well, she has a freestyle dropping apparently Tuesday.
I've noticed that.
So we'll see what happens. But from what I gather and how I'm feeling right now and what she's displayed, I'm guessing it's just going to be dissing everyone.
Well, of course it is.
The thing is, like, people like Cardi because she's genuine and she's positive, right? For the most part, Cardi is like a positive person. She bigs up herself, but she doesn't cut anybody down. She talks about her haters, but that's it. Nicki's not being positive. This is the era of, like, positivity. 50 Cent and Fat Joe are friends again, guys. Like, like this is the era of collabs. We're back there. So the fact that Nicki has all of this smoke for people that don't have any type of ill will towards her. Like, I feel bad for Travis, honestly, for his name to be like, like,
he knows he doesn't have the #1 album.
Who does that?
Get out of here.
Travis was gone for a while. Like, I wasn't sure how Travis's was going to be. And you want to talk about promotion, Spotify had a billboard out for you, but Travis, like, your rollout was terrible in my opinion because you kept moving the date. Travis had those cool videos that we spoke about. Like, it felt like a big album. I said last week before you went on your tirade that this didn't feel like a big album because of the rollout.
And you felt like Astroworld was going to be a big album because of the rollout.
And the numbers proved it.
Yeah.
I don't know, Nicki, you're wildin'. I don't get what your end game is here because also, you just look crazy.
Let's also talk about how many old singles she put on this album to boost the sales. Like, that means, too, your singles weren't hitting.
No.
They weren't hitting.
No, they weren't. And once again,
needed to reach out to Drake to get you a single, and guess what? Then you just threw him into the mix. He's probably like, yo, what is up?
Yeah, and then she kind of backtracked and said that, I'm just joking. Playing. No, you're not joking. You're getting it out there, and now you're realizing that people
are not liking you.
Yeah, let me tell you something. On Twitter, when there's a hashtag somebody is over party, that's when, like, you gotta kind of get, like, worried a bit. There's a hashtag Nicki is over party because one thing you don't want to do, Nicki, please, one thing you don't want to do is go to war online with the Kardashian Jenners. I don't think you truly understand how powerful the Kardashians are.
Yeah.
Like, you're digging up, like, they can shut it down and you want to mess with that. And it just doesn't make any sense to me why you would do that. So, Nicki, if she does really call into the Joe Budden podcast, I'm looking forward to it. I hope that Joe is very strict and direct and keeps the same energy that he has on the past weeks with her. That, to me, is what will be a great podcast. I would love to hear Maul tell her that she needs to stop. I would love to hear what Joe has to say. So, Nicki, from the Daps and Pound Show, please shut up. This is bad. You're finishing yourself. This is really bad. Shout out to Cardi. Did you have any more on the Nicki?
Yeah, it's just everything about it is dumb. Like, it's annoying. And it's to the point where I don't even want to listen to your music. But, I mean, what did I say? I didn't like her. I thought the album was decent.
Yeah, it was
I think
okay.
the numbers show it was a decent album.
Yeah.
I just think that she's expecting she smashes everything. It's been 10 years since then.
Yeah. People don't do those sales anymore. It's rare. Have to be a heavy hitter. And you are a heavy hitter. Like 200,000 is a lot. So I don't know. She'll find her way eventually.
Sorry that you're on the tailcoats of one of the biggest albums of the year. It's been Drake, Post, and Travis.
Yep.
Like, suck it up.
Yep. Moving on to Young Thug, he dropped Slime Language. Now this album, and I've seen mixed reviews, but this album on Twitter, for the most part, has been seen as a disappointment. Slime Language by Young Thug. He has given snakes to people, actual live snakes as promo. But other than that, no one really knew when the date would be. He just dropped it.
It's not here's the thing though. It's not a Young Thug album.
Not really, no.
And even read the editor's notes.
Yeah.
It's a compilation album.
It's more so honestly kind of like Dedication 4, where Lil Wayne used it to just put everybody from Young Money on.
Right.
That's pretty much what it was. I saw a lot of funny memes where they had, you know, when Zordon in the Power Rangers movie is laying in the crystals.
Yeah.
They said Young Thug after he's given Lil Baby and Gunna all of his talent. I laughed, bro, till I cried. Funniest thing in the world. So let's go through this album. It's a 15-song album. First song, Tsunami's great.
Tsunami is amazing.
Great song. I love Audemars with Tracy T. That one felt good too. It's Slime with Lil Uzi Vert. When I saw Lil Uzi Vert's name, I kind of wanted it to be better than it is, in my opinion, but I still liked it. Gunna, Lil Baby. I'm turning into a big Lil Baby fan. Chanel, Go Get It. That's the song that they're both on. There's Gunna and Lil Baby are sprinkled on this project pretty well, actually. Expensive
was great.
Expensive with Dolly and Hydra.
Doesn't have Young Thug at all. It's not even a Young Thug song at all, but it was good.
It was good. I like that one too.
Actually, my Tsunami and Expensive were my favorite 2 tracks. And Chanel. Chanel is actually good, but I think I won't really go back to that one. Tsunami is great. I love Tsunami. I got hyped once I heard Tsunami.
Tsunami's good. And You Ain't Slime Enough isn't bad either. But I think that this album, like Dobie said, it was more so a compilation. It wasn't really a Young Thug album, even though people are going to look at it like a Thug album. But it wasn't really a Young Thug album. I don't really know if he's calling this an album or a mixtape or a crew tape or a crew album. No one knows really, but it's a project. And it's almost an hour long, so it's a full-length project.
It's kind of like Cruel Winter to me.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's like a crew album. So shout out to Young Thug. If you like Young Thug, like if you're like a hardcore Young Thug fan, I think you'll be fine with this. If you are somebody that only likes Young Thug for the hits, then it might be a little disappointing for you. No one knows when Thug's going to drop, though. He could drop 2 more tomorrow.
I'm sure he has.
He's probably going to drop again this year.
Hundreds and hundreds of songs.
Yeah, he's probably going to drop again this year. Amine 1.5. This album actually came out Wednesday at midnight. I was in St. Louis and it got put up on SoundCloud. And then it released on Friday on Apple Music and all other platforms. It is a 13-song album. I've seen on Twitter that he's calling it a mixtape. Some people call it a real album. I'm not really sure what he's doing. I could see it a mixtape
because of the sound.
It's not cohesive.
And it's not as poppy as his album. No. It's very like, I don't know.
It's more underground. Like it feels more street, like more grounded. Even though he's not a street rapper. No.
100%. The vibe was more street than what Amine's last project is, and I felt like it was just him doing it for fun. Yeah, it's very, very, very solid project.
I love Amine. From season 1 back with his first album. Like I love this dude. I think he has crazy potential.
Yeah, 100%.
Dr. Whoever is grabbing. Like when you first hear that record, I loved that song. It's just really good. I really like that song a lot. Reel It In has one of the best analogies with Jerry Rice in it. That was really good.
Shine,
great. Dapper Dan with G Herbo, great. Ratchet Saturn Girl, I really like that song. And Together, I really like that song too. Not a perfect tape, but it is good. Like I like this.
You can get through it. It didn't feel long.
Yeah, this is really good. I think he has a lot of talent. I always compare him to Smino and say that like those two dudes, I feel like they're the future of a new sound that's going to be coming really, very soon, where it's not street necessarily, it's not pop necessarily, it's like this in between that's coming that is going to kind of bring back that Outkast feel, and I think it's really coming. So shout out to Amine. Really, really like the project. 1.5. Hopefully we get something full length later. Now, the most commercial album that came out, the biggest commercial album that came out this past week was Sweetner. Ariana Grande is here. She's back. It's been a while since she dropped. Since she's dropped, she's had a boyfriend, and she has broken up with him. She has been engaged to Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. And it's like an odd pairing. People think it's kind of weird that they're together, but they're together. This album is 15 songs long.
To be fair, I really feel like we don't know Ariana Grande's true personality.
I don't think we do either. I think she's kind of weird.
Sense?
Yeah. Well, she's so like, there was a large part of her career where she was very like put into one bubble. Mm-hmm. Like she was just like,
and also her
a
image
bubblegum pop girl type of thing.
Yeah, that's what her image possesses, like shows. But I feel like
this is kind of her. It's gonna sound weird, but this might be her breakout album. I know that sounds odd, but like,
no, I feel the same way. Put her in a different pop category.
I don't know another girl to really compare it to, but this is like her. I wish I knew a girl right now off the top of my head that I could compare their albums to.
She's in the Taylor, Katy Perry
Listen, if I'm
now.
comparing albums, this album's better than the Taylor Swift album.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that
I'm not arguing that.
I think that like pop wise, and Dobie and I have talked about it all season, all last season. This lane is so crazy full right now, and pop wise, she's at the top. She's at the top of it. She did her thing on this album. Really, really feeling it. Really, really like it. 15 songs long, full length. She has a Nicki Minaj feature. Pharrell did producing on this, and he's also featured on a track called Blazed.
The light is coming to take back everything that I've been.
Borderline with Missy Elliott. That's dope. No Tears Left to Cry. I think you were telling me that the singles sound good, like on this, and I agree. Like without the whole album, I liked No Tears Left to Cry. I did not like God Is a Woman. But like on the actual album, I like God Is a Woman.
Yeah, that's how I felt when I listened to it.
I like No Tears Left to Cry. Like I felt like it was good. I felt like it was good. My favorite song is Sweetner.
I feel like the radio has made me like No Tears Left to Cry though. Like it's just one of those songs where it's like, no, you're gonna end up liking this song. But
when I heard it, and we talked about this on the podcast, we both said when this came out, No Tears Left to Cry specifically, we said, oh, this is like gonna be a big album. Like you listen to No Tears Left to Cry, and just like the way, like you can hear the Zed remixes and stuff. Like this is going to be
the Katy Perry
record.
polish was there. I keep mentioning Katy Perry's name because I told Malcolm Katy Perry fell off her last album.
She did.
Guess who just stormed in to take that spot?
She did.
Now is Katy Perry still there? Yes. Like watch her next album. It will still be big. Why? Because the label is going to push the mess out of it.
Honestly,
Taylor, can we agree though? Taylor Swift is still.
I mean, she's prominent. She's prominent.
Top pop right now.
Not to me. Taylor Swift is not. Ariana Grande, commercially, Ariana Grande is making the best music.
Commercially.
So you mean like has the most fans?
Yes.
Okay.
Pop right
Taylor
now,
Swift
we're
has
talking
the
about
most
votes,
fans.
the overall.
Right. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I said I agree with you. This is a better album.
Commercially,
than
I will
Reputation.
say that Taylor Swift is bigger.
Yes, that's all I'm saying.
I think Ariana Grande is making the best music.
I'd say she's second right now, right? And before this album, or like maybe 2 years, 3 years ago, though, it wasn't Ariana Grande. You would have said probably Katy Perry, wouldn't you?
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Honestly, I'd be okay if Katy Perry retired because she made Teenage Dream. And I don't think I think that's one of the like a top 50 song. I promise you, Teenage Dream is one of the best songs ever made to me.
Yeah,
it is so good. I've been stopped in traffic for singing to that record.
That's a good song.
It's so good.
But so is Roar.
Roar is good. Roar is genius for what it was.
That's what we said. Roar is.
If you guys remember, the Olympics were like right there. Like it was.
It was a genius
Roar
moment.
Was different. Like Roar, were we doing the podcast back then?
No, we were texting each other. We were like, "Yo, this is so smart because this will be on like every sports championship. This will be on every like forever." Anyways, all the point I'm trying to make is Taylor Swift is still number one. Ariana Grande, in my opinion, is number two. Album wise, if we're gonna talk about like how I feel like from a song perspective, I feel like Ariana Grande can do a lot more than what Taylor Swift can do.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande's got a lot better voice, and I think Taylor Swift would say the exact same thing.
Yep.
So
I agree. Favorite song?
Everything, hands down.
My favorite song is Sweetener.
Or every time. Sorry, every time.
My favorite song is Sweetener. There's a bounce to it that's nuts. I really, really like that song a lot. Sweetener's crazy. I listen to it every day.
I listen to it every time, every day.
Really good project, though. I like it. It is. I just feel like this is her breakout album. I think this is like making people know that like she's not just like, oh, she'll have a dope single. Dobie had a great point. If the Weekend record that she had an album ago, 2 albums ago, an album ago, if that record would have been on this album, because it would definitely fit.
It was 2 albums ago.
2 albums ago.
Or maybe not.
If that record would have been on this, then I think you could be looking at her as like this different thing. Like I think it would be amazing. So shout out to her, man. She's come a long way. The Ariana Grande that we first kind of were introduced to was like a little girl. If you watch Nickelodeon, I think she was on Victorious. I think that was the name of the show. If you watch Nickelodeon, she was like a little girl, and then she never kind of got out of that image. I think with being engaged to this dude who's like different and older, and her herself doing different things with her hair and being more provocative and writing more mature records, I think it's finally getting her out of that little girl
2014
stage. 2014
was when that song dropped.
What was the name of the record?
Where is it? Love Me Harder.
Love Me Harder.
Gosh, that song is...
What a song.
The song is so good.
I was in Edwardsville when that dropped, and I was playing that thing ridiculous.
Yeah, that
great song.
Love Me Harder is crazy. So that came out in 2014, and then her last album, which was
I think the last album
Woman,
had the
came out in 2016.
Lil Wayne record on it.
Let Me Love You.
Maybe.
Yeah, that was featuring Lil Wayne.
Gosh, I hated that record.
Side to Side was her big one then.
Yes, with Nicki Minaj.
I didn't really like that album.
No, I wasn't huge. I wasn't
better.
huge on it, but it was all right. Shout out to Sweetener, Ariana Grande. She's here, guys. She's here. She's here. She's here. She's here. She's here. I am an Ariana Grande fan now, like actual fan. So I'm here for whatever she's doing. Let's see. We had a drop from Stefflon Don. This is just a little mixtape. We had Death Cab for Cutie dropped an album for the first time in a while. They've done their Paramore thing, kind of stuck around past the days, the Fueled by Ramen days, the different little Vans Warped Tour days and things like that. Death Cab has kind of stuck around. Jack Harlow, he dropped Loose. It's an album. He is good. He's a good rapper. I think he has really good ideas. We talked about Sundown last week. This felt a little long to me. There was a Sci-Hi the Prince feature, though, that I liked. I thought that song was a highlight. My favorite song is Pick Your Phone Up featuring K.
That was a good song.
Like that song a lot. Sundown was good. Cody Banks could have been really cool, I think. Drip Drop with Sci-Hi the Prince was good as well. So I felt a little long. I felt like this could have been like 9 songs, and I would have been like super, super happy with like just 8 or 9 songs. But Jack Harlow, I always want to call him Jake. Jack Harlow is a good rapper. Good ideas.
I think this album needed better beats. His beats just
maybe too chill.
No, they're very all similar. You listen to the beats and they're very just too similar. They weren't spicy. Like if you just listen to the beat by itself, nothing was like, oh, that's nice. The Dark Knight beat, when you heard that beat by yourself, you were like, oh, snaps. He just needed a couple more of those for some of the things that he was doing. I think he's going to be here a while, and I think he's only going to get better. So props for him, and keep going. And I think the more he does this stuff, he's going to get more connection. So the beats will get better, trust me.
I agree. Shout out to Vory. He dropped Lucky Me. It's a little EP. Vory has some good records, some singles that I've mentioned earlier this season. Be on the lookout for Vory. Lucky Me is really good. Little EP that dropped. As far as full albums, Jay Adams, we'll get to it next week probably.
Yeah.
Next week we'll talk about Jay Adams. And what's the name of it again?
Wildlife.
Where's it? SoundCloud?
SoundCloud and then Bandcamp.
Okay.
Yeah, the people, and get this, they keep on saying it a lot. And I even mentioned this to you when he did the promo release. He's having multiple people bring up College Dropout.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember you saying that.
Which is crazy.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Jay Adams. We are going to give
one
the
more.
full breakdown.
CVBZ. If you missed the way...
Why did you say one more? I was still talking about Jay Adams. I was like, yeah, Jay Adams. You were like, nope, one more.
You were literally about to transition to hot tracks, weren't you?
I was talking about Jay Adams.
But you were about to transition to hot tracks.
I hadn't even done it yet.
You brought up hot tracks, and I was trying to...
Is that the next segment?
Yeah, usually for you.
All right, go on. CVs. Go on CVBZs, BZZ, CPs, CBC tape.
All right. No, finish your Jay Adams comment.
I was just saying Jay Adams. Go get it. It's everywhere.
And then right after you pause, you were going to go to hot tracks.
I was just gearing it up. You can go with CBDZ, BDBZ.
I know, but where were you? Okay.
You're on CBDBZ.
I get that.
CPCBDBs.
But you're making it seem like I did the wrong thing.
I think you're crazy.
I am.
I think you're crazy.
I am.
CBDBDBs.
What were you going to talk about after Jay Adams?
After this segment, we're going to hot tracks.
Thank
that's
you.
What we always do.
Okay, that's why I wanted to say.
Is that the normal progression of the show?
That's why.
Or no?
That's
we
why
just talk about CBDBs, ABCDs.
That's why I cut you off.
I want a full breakdown of this. Go.
I don't have much to say. All that I am going to say is if you guys missed the way Chainsmokers fell off. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Their sound is not the same anymore. The old sound that you guys grew up to love, if you did really like that sound, then make sure you check out the River EP by CVBZ. It's only 5-song EP, 15 minutes long, but that kind of feeling and that sound that Chainsmokers kind of actually like really propelled themselves to the next level with, and now that they've gone away from, this guy actually kind of has that feel to it. So all I'm saying is if you're a super big Chainsmoker fan and you're upset with their new songs, check out CVBZ now. Malcolm, where should we go after this?
I don't know. What are we going to do now?
End the podcast.
We can end it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
my name is Malky.
2 Bikes, Friends, and Show.
CBDB, CBs, ABCDs,
forever will be known as CBDBDBZ.
There's CBDBDBs in my head forever. Our Loosey Gooseys, we have Janet Jackson, Daddy Yankee, Made for Now. This was trash. I felt really bad about this.
Is it just me, or you can just read off artists and you're like, nope?
Yeah, no.
Like Carrie Underwood, Ludacris. Nope.
No, this is weird. I like Janet Jackson too. I like Daddy Yankee, but this is weird. She's obviously gearing up for an album though, because she just did the American Music Awards. They did a big tribute. She did a big performance. So I figured something was coming, and that is true. Reeseynem, he dropped What's the Hook with Chance the Rapper. I actually like this song a lot. One of my favorites, if not my favorite, no, it's not my favorite, it's my second favorite, Loosey Goosey that came out this week is Real Friends, the remix with Sway Lee, Camila Cabello. She dropped this song I like. This is one of the best songs on her album.
We said that.
One of the
both
best.
did.
Sway Lee has one of the cleanest verses.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sway Lee a lot, but this was just clean. Like it fit perfectly in a little... It's a remix, but there wasn't a super change to the beat. There is more added to the beat. There definitely is, but it's not crazy. It's not like a super hip hop song now. Sway Lee came on there and floated, man. It was really good.
Really good.
Calvin Harris.
Really good.
Sam Smith. Promises. I was let down a little bit. I kind of wanted it to be good.
It was just okay.
Yeah, it was all right. Black dropped Nonchalant. This was hard. It was a rap song, pretty much.
Black ain't going. Black. There's some people that you're like, how are you so good?
Yeah.
Black is one of those artists.
His album is going to be called East Atlanta Love Letter, I believe, which is great.
Amazing title.
Great. He's going on tour really soon with Tierra Whack and Tierra Whack.
I think we really need to go to that one.
I think so too. It happens Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving in Chicago. So definitely going to try to go to that for sure.
I wonder how much tickets are going to be.
I don't know.
I'm going.
I don't know.
Let me know. Or just get my ticket.
Okay.
I'm being for real. I'm going. There's certain, you have to...
You have to go.
You know when you're like, dude, remember that time where it was Tierra Whack, and Black in Chicago?
I'm actually
and
really
we didn't go.
Really looking forward to Tierra Whack's
performance
live show.
Me too. She's gonna do the whole album.
I just want to know how It's just interesting to me. It's gonna be really
I think
cool.
it's gonna be great because she's the kind of artist who's gonna be like, yo, I was not expecting that. I feel like we're gonna watch her and be like that B.O.B. where we're like, yo,
yeah,
that was a great opening set.
But it's weird because like industry people know. Like I saw Meek, he posted a picture up with her. He was like, "This is the hottest artist that none of you guys know about yet."
Really?
Yeah, like she's like the people that are in the industry know.
Did you see that Twitter rap she did? Like that?
Yeah.
She's sick.
People know, man. Can you tell me how the Tory Lanez and Bryson Tiller Keep in Touch record was? I didn't listen to it.
I mean, I didn't either.
You suck, Tory.
No, I kind of want to listen to it though for Bryson.
I like Bryson.
I think he's on the
good.
rise.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. I think his next ride is.
By the way, going back to Black, he is not going to have a sophomore slump.
No, I don't think so.
He is not going to. Oh, I can't wait. By the way, he has the best verse in On the Way.
On the way. It's either him or Khalid. I like Khalid's verse a lot.
No, it's the second part. You know what I want to do? No. Oh, gosh.
I really
Yeah, that. I've been waiting.
Yeah, it's really good.
Anyways.
Disclosure dropped Moonlight. Speaking of Sam Smith, that Disclosure song that he had, that's kind of what I wanted from him and the Calvin Harris record, but I didn't get it, so I was a little salty about that. The 1975, they dropped Two Time. Really good record, man.
Also, we don't talk about Russ.
No, I don't talk about Russ. You can talk about Russ if you
No,
like
we
Russ.
don't talk about him.
Right,
somebody is gonna be like, "Yo, why don't you guys talk about the Russ single?"
No,
we're not
it's
for
not
that.
Worth it. Not worth it.
I wouldn't even, honestly, to be straight up, wouldn't even care if he was like, "Yo, I'll be on your podcast." Or like, no, like, I guess if he asked to be on the podcast, I'd be like, okay. But that is somebody, like, even if somebody said we had an open connection to reach out to him to do it,
Oh, no.
I would say no.
No, I don't care.
If
for
he
Russ.
reached out to us, sure, why not? That means you want to for whatever reason. But he's just one of those guys, like, I do not care to make a connection for at all.
He doesn't have good energy. The 1975.
He's got Nicki
though.
Minaj energy.
Actually, yeah, they should do a single. But Two Time. The 1975 is gearing up for an album. Can't wait for it. 1975 has been good at putting out really good singles recently.
Could you imagine a Nicki Minaj and Russ single? Oh my gosh.
The ego. Like, they would just be talking about their accolades.
The internet would go crazy over that. It'd be like, I want to see it happen so bad.
It's too much. The Twitter would explode. DRAM dropped Prototype. I really like what DRAM's been doing lately. I'm a DRAM fan. Best Hugs. Your Girl Gives the Best Hugs from a few weeks ago. I still listen to it as in my rotation. Shout out to DRAM. Big Baby DRAM. Pale Waves Black. I listen to this. This is actually really hard. Like that song a lot. Reminds me of Paramore. Eminem is back. He dropped Crazy World. The song didn't really do it for me, honestly, but it was just... I don't know what it was, but it was just kind of okay. Any other loosey-goosies?
Did you see the bad artwork for Bad Vibes Forever?
No.
By Rob Banks. It's the worst part is they drew an anime girl from an anime that I watch.
Ooh. Yikes.
That's a spicy take.
That's a spicy cover. See, when you do covers like that, like, you know it's not going to be able to be shown everywhere. And you want your cover to be on, like,
who had the best cover this week? We should start doing that.
Who had the best cover?
Best art for a single or album cover. I think my vote would probably go to either... I'm going to have to go with Young Thug.
Young Thug. Yeah.
Slime Language.
Yeah, that Young Thug Slime Language was pretty sick, actually, if I'm being honest with you.
I think that is the best one. I love how Amine was like, yo, take a picture.
Yeah, it looks like he's just high in the back of a truck.
And you know he's literally was like, yo, I'm just going to put up this picture.
Just take a picture, man.
Ariana Grande's is about as simple as it gets. I think they should have...
No, it's not. She has a low pony. It's low pony season. This is a different Ariana, bro.
I said it should have been that.
That one's a cool one. I like that.
If you guys want to know, if you're on Apple Music, go to her page and look at her banner.
I bet that's the back of the physical. You think?
That's
Might be the back. It should be the front. I agree with you.
Look, like that would have been That would have been great.
Hard.
Yeah, that would have been
That's
a great
hard.
cover. Anyways, yeah, so slime language.
Slime language is probably the best. I agree
So
with
do you like Amine or Ariana Grande's project?
Wait, more?
This week.
Ariana, she really didn't surprise me, but she did.
No, she surprised
me
us.
with how much I was able
Like
to
you
like
said,
that.
it's in
that
a new
record.
tier.
It's a breakout record.
We were like cool with Ariana Grande, but we weren't like hyped for this album. Now, when her next project comes out, we'll be like, oh, sweet, a new Ariana Grande project. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you know what? To be honest with you, I don't look at her like a little girl anymore like I used to. I don't mean to sound creepy when I say that, but I used to look at her and not find any like physical appeal, like romantic appeal towards her, but I don't look at her like a little girl anymore.
I'm so sorry. How did I disrespected a female pop singer very hard?
What are you talking about? When did you do that?
Demi Lovato got Katy Perry out of here.
You did. You did.
I disrespected her.
I disrespected her for not sticking up for her. That's my baby. You're right. Demi's last record was really good.
So then she's third. She did not pass Demi.
Demi's up there.
Demi took another tier bump with her last album.
Well, wait. So we're saying that Ariana Grande is behind Demi?
Right now, yeah.
Ooh, that's tough for me.
Or it's close. It's a very close race.
They're neck and neck.
Yeah, they are.
They're neck and neck. I don't know.
Demi Lovato's singles so far did way better.
Tell Me You Love Me is fire. That song
and then
is
Sorry
fire.
Not Sorry.
Sorry Not Sorry. I sing it in the club.
Sorry Not Sorry.
I sing it. Sorry Not Sorry. I sing it in the club.
It's neck and neck. It's a tight race.
Neck and neck. It's a tight race.
But I had to. I knew I was forgetting somebody.
Demi's fire. So yeah, I definitely agree.
Okay.
Demi is fire. Were there any more singles that we're forgetting?
I don't remember really listening to anything else.
Okay, so real quick,
Yeah.
there's an album that we gotta go back to.
Yo, let's talk about it.
In 2009, we were seniors at Peoria Richwoods High School. Love versus Money had come out by The Dream. It was a deluxe edition that we're speaking of here. The Dream had put out, show you right there's a 10.
Is she a thing?
I believe in 2009, Throw It in the Bag with Fabulous was out. Maybe the next year after that.
It was something like that.
The Dream was pretty much like on his T-Pain run where he was on all of the rapper hooks.
Right.
All of those types of things, right? So I was listening to this getting ready to go out the other night. And I don't know what made me listen to this other than the fact that The Dream helped Drake in 2009 on his debut album, Thank Me Later, write a song called Shut It Down. And he helped him produce it and he wrote some of it, right? And that's well known. Everyone knows that The Dream, you can hear The Dream in the background doing background vocals. Everyone knows that, right? So I remembered us having a conversation in 2009, which shows you guys that we've been ready for this podcast for years, about Put It Down on the Dreams album, and Shut It Down on Drake's album, and how it was so obvious that those two songs were in the same vein and like they were both about the same thing, and that The Dream is probably a genius, and so on and so forth. Now, I brought up this album the other night to listen to Put It Down. What I quickly remembered was all of the other bangers that were on this album. Rockin' That Ish. You rockin' that like ooh. Crazy.
Walking on the Moon.
A Kanye verse on Walking on the Moon that was insane, actually. That verse was actually really good.
Fancy.
Put It Down. Sweat It Out is crazy. Let's not forget the transitions between the songs, because you remember at the end of Sweat It Out is mama, mama, take you home to your mama.
Right.
He had a lot of transitions on that. Right Side of My Brain. Right.
I mean, let's be real. I mean, 2009, different time, but I remember we talked about this.
It was crazy.
Let me see that booty.
Let me see that booty. Kelly's 12 play. This album was actually packed with material. I was a big fan back then, and I enjoyed Saturday night, whenever that was, getting ready to this album, The Dream, Love versus Money. 2009 was crazy.
Let's talk about 2009.
Okay.
Beyonce, I Am Sasha Fierce, arguably her best album she's ever made.
Arguably, yeah.
Jamie Foxx, Intuition.
Now, that Jamie Foxx album, people forget. They think Unpredictable, which was a great record. They think the Fall for Your Type record with Drake.
That's true.
But they forget about DJ Play a Love Song. DJ, won't you play this real love song?
You love that album.
It's on my purple CD.
The Blueprint 3, Jay-Z.
Yep. Arguably Jay-Z's worst album.
But it had some...
But it has some stuff on it.
Highlights.
It has some stuff.
808s and Heartbreak.
It is a top 10 album. It is iconic.
Change the sound, bro.
There would be artists that just purely didn't exist in the style that they do now without that. Maxwell, Black Summer's Night, Pretty Wings is crazy. Relapse, first time we had heard Eminem in a really long time. Whitney Houston's second to last album, I believe, ever. Paper Trail. Talk about Paper Trail.
That was T.I.'s last great album.
Huge album. Swagger Like Us was on that album.
And then the song with Rihanna,
Song
Justin
with Timberlake.
Timberlake. That was
Crazy
a great album.
Oh, the song with Jamie Foxx that made everyone want to cry, too.
That one, and then Jay-Z, Kanye West. There was another one that wasn't like Swagger. Oh, it was Swagger Like Us. There was another one, though.
We talked about Love versus Money, The Dream. Plies, Derillis. I believe that was his debut album. Shawty is just a record that I think will go down in history.
Yeah.
That song is amazing. Deeper Than Rap, Ricky Ross. Love that album. Amazing album. That's arguably my favorite Rick Ross album.
That was his sophomore album, I believe.
Yes. Really, really good. No, third. That was his third.
It was?
Port Miami, Trilla, and then Deeper Than Rap.
Oh, yeah. In a
So
Perfect
good.
World, Carrie Hilson. Very underrated.
Knock Me Down.
Very underrated.
First of all, Kanye West Knock Me Down verse could arguably be his best 16.
Love
really good.
that.
Really good.
Black Eyed Peas took over.
Man, Black Eyed Peas were doing the Super Bowl.
That was... Oh, hold on. Let me go back to that record real quick.
It was
because
a different thing. Just a different thing at that time.
The amount of hits that they had on that one album was actually pretty mind-boggling.
It was a different thing.
Boom Boom Pow.
Boom Boom Pow.
Rock That Body.
Rock That Body.
I'm a Bee. I Got a Feeling.
I mean, just
literally just...
They won all the Grammys.
Oh,
year.
yeah.
All the Grammys.
It was ridiculous.
It was quite amazing. Jadakiss put out his Rockefeller debut album. Neo, Year of the Gentleman, another crazy album. Year of the Gentleman has that one song, Cry, Stay. Year of the Gentleman is Neo's best album. The Carter 3 came out, which the Carter 3 is a work of art. It's an amazing record. Uncle Charlie Wilson dropped, and we play that song and request it at weddings now. Akon Freedom was that Akon album.
Very good, actually.
I remember me and you talking about that Akon album. That album was insane. T-Pain, 3 Rings. Now, that album for T-Pain was when he kind of started to slide a bit, but he still had songs like Can't Believe It.
I was listening to Sprung on the radio. Gosh, what
Sprung was really good. What a debut song.
Right.
Sprung. Ridiculous.
Trey Songz Ready.
That's Trey Songz' best album ever. Jasmine Sullivan, the I bust the windows out your car.
Oh, that's her. With the remix of Trey Songz later on, which shows how big.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude, 2009, that was the last era to remixes and mixtapes where you just hop on somebody else's song and add your own flair to it.
Just do it.
They used to do it all the time, and I miss that so much about the current generation.
So this era of Fabulous, Loso's Way, was when me and you thought Fabulous was going to blow. We thought Fab... You remember this era?
There was a
It's
song.
My time. With Jeremiah.
Oh,
it's my time.
Oh, that's what
we
it was.
We thought that Fab was out of here. We were like, yo. But really, Fab is just Dark Lloyd Banks. But really good material. John Legend dropped Evolver. That green light was on Evolver.
Oh,
that
my
green
God.
light changed.
Bro, 2009 was crazy.
The Recession. Young Jeezy. Welcome Back. President is Black.
Welcome.
Put on.
Yo, welcome.
Young
Put
Jeezy.
on. Soulja Boy, tell him.
His debut album, Soulja Boy.
Kiss me through the phone, dog.
6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9. Jeremiah's first album came out. Birthday Sex was on that. Crazy record. UGK
That album
for Life
was actually really good.
Day 26, that album really slept on. Did Making the Band and made that song. So Far Gone came out. It finally dropped. Spring 07, second quarter, I'm dropping without a label, man. I'm committed to popping.
Good Girl Gone Bad, Rihanna.
Some people say that it's between Good Girl Gone Bad and Anti as far as her best albums.
Think about this. 2009 had Beyonce and Rihanna. T.I., Lil Wayne. I don't realize how great of a year 2009 was.
We're also talking about Robin Thicke, Something Else, which I believe that is the album that had the Marvin Gaye sample he got in trouble for. Yeah.
Sierra. That was
Sierra,
before
Fantasy
she fell.
Ride, right before she fell.
I think, was this the one where it had
Like a 24, maybe? Maybe that was a little earlier.
We're talking about
Twista. Lil Boosie, Super Bad. Wipe Me Down. Gorilla Zoe, Don't Feed the Animals.
Bed.
Listen.
Yo, bro, 2009 was great.
The Pleasure P album. The Pleasure P album was so good. Girlfriend Number 2 hate on Pleasure P all you want, but that Girlfriend Number 2 got radio play in Peoria. It got really good radio play. Jay Holiday, Bed, and Suffocate. Yo, Suffocate was my record.
But Gorilla Zoe, Echo, and then
I'm Lost in the World.
Go listen to Lost by Gorilla Zoe.
He did a lot of things before a lot of people. Tell me right now that Trippie Redd and Juice WRLD and all these dudes listen to Lost in the World by Gorilla Zoe.
It's ridiculously.
That's a lot of that emo hip hop that's happening right now. Here I stand.
Moving Mountains, bro.
I Will Work for Love. The bonus track.
I will work for love.
Love in This Club. Here, by the way. At some point, we had more time in the podcast. We have to have a conversation about Here I Stand, because I think people skip over that album for some reason because Confessions is so big.
No,
Here I Stand is wild.
a great grown man R&B album,
100%.
and I'm going to listen to it tomorrow.
Here I Stand is fire. Here I Stand is really, really good.
Man, we really thought Ryan Leslie was going to come through.
Well, because I did too. And he had a lisp. Oh my goodness. Kid Cudi, Man on the Moon.
Yo.
You know what it is? 2009 was 2018. If you look at everyone dropped, Jay, Drake, Kid Cudi, Kanye, look at everybody who dropped. 2009.
Eminem dropped too. Jay-Z dropped. Oh my gosh. Kanye dropped.
2009 was 2018 before everyone had the reputation of being amazing yet. You know what I mean? Kid Cudi's debut album, Man on the Moon, The End of Day dropped.
Putting the title right now. 2009 is arguably one of the best years in hip hop.
That's wild. DJ Khaled.
Gangsta Grill's Dedication 3?
Dedication 3 is one of my favorites. Dedication 2 and 3 are amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. LAX.
The Game?
LAX, that was a hard one that people skip over for the Game.
Was that with Blood?
That was Young Blood. Or
and
not
then
Young Blood, that was
with the
One
Kendrick
Blood.
Lamar?
I believe so.
Yo.
I believe One Blood was on LAX. It was either that or the documentary too, but I think it was LAX. Yeah, that's insane.
Flow Rider
dropped. It was his second album.
What was the huge hit off of that one, though?
The second one? Was Elevator on the first album? Yeah. Elevator was on Mail on Sunday, the very first album, I believe.
I'm going to look it up real quick if you want to keep scrolling through whatever was going on here.
We have...
Right Round.
You
spin my head right round.
Now, three interesting albums. Okay, Asher Roth, Asleep in the Bread Aisle. He had I Love College out.
Oh, that was such a good hit.
Asher Roth was going to blow. He made some really good records, and he can rap. He can really rap, but didn't quite do it. DNA by Mario was his breakthrough album. Wasn't his first album, but it had some bangers that me and Dobie loved on that Mario album. What was that one Mario song? That was so...
Break Up. When I
No. There was another one, bro. That was incredible.
Oh, gosh. You got me in my
I can't remember what it was, bro.
No,
but it was
we're finding out right now.
Good. I think it's on the DNA album.
That album was great, actually.
I think it was on the DNA album, but it was absolutely fire.
You know what? If we just start playing music, you know how they do like sleeper picks, which I'm okay with. I feel like we just need to start doing throwbacks to like songs like
throwbacks.
People don't realize are
throwbacks
so
every
good.
year, every week.
You know what I mean?
OJ the Juice Man, the other side of the trap, make the trap say a quarterback, hold wreck, a bricks, all white bricks. Me and Casey, our friend Casey from Richwoods used to listen to a lot of Gucci, a lot of OJ the Juice, and So Icy. That was amazing.
Don't Walk Away. Oh, I Miss My Friend.
That was good. Maybe it wasn't the DNA album. It was
I think it was I Miss My Friend.
No.
Soundtrack to My Broken Heart.
No.
Get Out.
I don't think it was on this album.
Stranded. Starlight.
I don't think it was this album. No.
Before She Said Hi.
No.
The Hardest Moment.
No.
You love The Hardest
It was
Moment.
a great record. That was a great record. But no, it wasn't that. I think it was the album after that, maybe, or right before it.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember there was a lot. You loved I Miss My Friend.
Miss My Friend
The
was
Hardest
great.
Moment.
It wasn't that. It's going to come to me, and we're both going to be like, what? Pitbull dropped Revolution. Now, this is the beginning.
Yo.
This is the beginning of Pitbull's suit, tight pants.
You're right.
This is Meet Me at the Hotel.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
One,
Hotel room
two.
service.
Hotel room service. Bow Wow dropped. I don't believe it was any good. I can't remember. Jaheim. 2009. And that's just the top 100 off of Billboard. That's not counting other stuff that came out.
Okay, you know what? Screw it. I have a feeling people are going to enjoy this conversation.
Okay.
So let's look up in the songs. Top 200 songs. Or should we do Hot 200? 2009 Billboard Top 200. All right, Billboard 200. No, this is Billboard 200. Fearless came out that year too.
Did it?
Yeah. All I Ever Wanted by Kelly Clarkson. Is that the one?
These are songs, right? Or these?
No,
albums?
these are albums.
Okay.
Dude, Green Day, bro.
21st Century Breakdown. Yeah.
Wow.
Got the Jonas Brothers popping off.
Daughtry, Demi Lovato.
Old Demi.
We got Reba. Michael Bublé. I think that was actually a big album for him.
It was.
John Mayer, Battle Studies. Golly. Yo, don't forget about Susan Boyle. Her dream came true.
Yeah, Susan Boyle was living out here, guys. Susan Boyle was a different thing.
All right, so we went over the albums. So I'm sure probably some of you are like, yo, what were the songs though?
Okay.
Boom Boom Pow. Lady Gaga dropped in 2009. Poker Face, Just Dance.
to Lady Gaga.
Golly.
Now, in my opinion, Taylor Swift's best song of all time, Love Story.
That's a great song.
My favorite Taylor Swift song.
Right Round, Flow Rider that we mentioned earlier.
I'm Yours took over the world.
It did.
Single Ladies is Beyonce's I Will Always Love You. I in my opinion. I think that...
Yeah, I can see that.
That's her signature, song.
All American Rejects.
Gives you hell.
Bro, 2009 is crazy.
Speaking of which, I recently watched the Kanye West Heartless video for the first time in a long time.
It's a great video. Amazing video.
Different.
Gives You Hell, You Belong With Me, Taylor Swift, Dead and Gone, which is the Justin Timberlake feature with T.I. that we were talking about. Use Somebody, Kings of Leon. Almost everybody liked that song.
Crazy. Blame It on the Alcohol.
Oh my gosh.
Live Your Life. Jay Sean featuring Lil Wayne, Down.
Baby, are you down? No, and we found out he had some old hits.
Yo, in Britain, I think he was British. In Britain, he was doing it. The
Kiss
Climb.
Me Through the Phone.
Miley Cyrus's best song, in my opinion, The Climb. Out here, wildin'. Halo.
hot and cold. Katy Perry just came out, or almost just came out.
Second Chance by Shinedown was huge.
Day and Night. Party in the USA, 2009. We literally were just at the club and they played this.
Yeah, and it still rings off. Don't Trust Me by 303 was huge.
That was the weirdest group that ever got popular.
But that one song, that Sundown song and whatever, was a record.
Let It Rock. Okay, now... See, and I feel like those are the songs. Let It Rock is the song. Like, those are the songs people remember for 2009. And they were like, yo, 2009 really wasn't that crazy.
Yeah.
What you say? Jason Derulo? You want to talk about a song that took over the billboards for a while?
Yeah.
Katy Perry, more. Birthday Sex, like we talked about. Jeremiah. Let's see here.
Good Girls Go Bad. What a record. I make them good girls go bad.
You're turning me out. You're turning me out. Carrie Hilson.
Great record.
Out
of here pumping out.
Paparazzi. Lady Gaga. Beautiful. Akon. That song was good. Beautiful.
You're so beautiful.
Viva La Vida. Coldplay.
Huge. That's a huge record. Huge record.
Miss Independent. Fireflies by Owl City came out, so the Owl City album came out.
Unfortunately, that was right when Linkin Park started to really just fall off.
There's that breakup song. When I kiss you so good, why would you want to... Every Girl by Young Money. As much as I don't really like that song that much, that was a huge one. Falling for You, Colby Calais.
Mario Crying Out for Me was the record. It wasn't on that album, though.
No, it wasn't.
But I Can Hear Your Heart.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Oh my gosh, that record was insane. Insane.
I remember Love Drunk by Boys Like Girls.
That was a huge one. I Love College was absolutely huge. If You Seek Amy,
Big
Britney
Green
Spears.
Tractor. As much as everybody hates country, everybody knows that song in country. Let's be real.
Talk about Disturbia.
Oh my
Disturbia
gosh.
changed it, man. Rocking That Thing, The Dream that we just talked about. Replay. Her Diamonds.
My gosh.
How Do You Sleep with Jesse McCartney.
That means that album had to drop that time.
Yeah.
One time, Justin Bieber's starting to come out forever.
One time.
Oh, Green Light, like you talked about.
Pop Champagne. Oh, Pop Champagne. That was a huge song.
Pop Rosé, the remix with Trey Songz that we were talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, 2009.
Zach Brown Band, too. You
Yeah,
got whatever
Fried Chicken.
it is. I don't know what to do. It's a great record. Billy Currington.
Was that Lady
record.
Antebellum? And was that the year they had this one? Like,
I need you
that
now.
song is so good.
Quarter tank of whiskey.
Yeah, that song is fire. I love that song still. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments, what do you think about 2009? Are you shocked as much as we are at how much good music 2009 had?
2009 was the 2018 before 2018, literally.
That's crazy.
It was great. It was a great year. This was good.
And we didn't even go over, like, we just kind of like were like Kid Cudi. Like, Man on the Moon though is ridiculous. That's a classic album.
Man on the Moon, along with 808s, like, really did change.
So Far Gone.
Like
Drake.
So Far Gone. Like
The Carter 3. Like, we're talking about people look at these albums like heavy hitters right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's some classics.
Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z,
Classics.
T.I.,
Classics.
Black Eyed Peas, Lady Gaga. Like, holy cow.
And two, if you look at the Black Eyed Peas and Lady Gaga and Taylor Swift and what those albums did, 2009, 2010-ish were the... Like, that was the end of albums selling like 1 million in the first week.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Like, I remember when the Carter 3 sold 1 million, people were like, fam, no one's done this since the Eminem show. Like, no one in hip-hop has sold 1 million records in a week. That was the last of it. Now people are upset about 200,000. It's a crazy era. It's a crazy time we live in.
Wow.
Guys, we went long, but it's okay. We had a great time. We're going to close the show out the only way we know how. Adobe is going to hook you up with 101 conversation starters for couples.
Dude, this is an easy one. We're going to say it at the exact same time. You ready? What is your favorite animated film?
Lion King.
I said we were going to say it at the same time.
My bad. Okay, 1,
3, 2,
3. Lion King. I'm more of a count up to 3 person because my favorite number is 3.
Is it really?
3 and 52.
Really?
Yep. 52 was my basketball number.
My favorite number is 25. I don't know why. It just
25 is a solid. That's a hearty number.
25 and 8.
I like quarters.
Only because my birthday is 8.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as we did. We actually were just going to talk about the DRAM album, and then I was like,
It's spun.
I wonder what else came out around that era.
Spun,
and we're really glad we did, and we hopefully you guys enjoyed that era. Get in touch with us at Daps_pounds on Twitter and Instagram. Let us know how you felt like. Should we do more of these? Should we go to other years in music to itch your nostalgia? And maybe we'll find out something awesome, just like how awesome 2009 was. So hit us up, Daps_pounds.
That's right, everybody. We are here. We're closing out episode 29 of season 2. Guys, this is your favorite podcast. I swear it. Make sure you subscribe like Dobie told ya. Do what he says. That's right. My name is Malky. To my left, we have
Dobie.
Represent 2 mics.
2 friends.
And 1 show.
The Daps and Pounds Show. Shout out to the shout out gang. I
forgot about that.
I know. I could tell.
totally forgot about that.